Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial where we'll be showing you how to use Square Online Website Builder. This is a step-by-step guide and you're going to follow along as we're going to help you see how you can do it yourself. Now you're going to click on create your site wherever you may find the button. You can find it right here or down here. We're going to click on create your site. So here you can see let's create your account and you're going to provide your email address and password, and you're also going to tick the box here to agree with the terms and conditions of Square. After that's done, you can click on create account. Now that was successful, and on this page you're going to provide your business name. So we've given our business a name, Carlford, and click on next. Then on this page you're going to answer the question, what do you primarily sell at Carlford? So we're going to choose home repair services and then click on next. And on this page, you're going to choose your annual revenue. You can go ahead and choose what applies to you, or you can choose not sure yet if you don't know right now. So you can choose that and click on start using Square. And finally, we're in. And you can see at the top here, you need to get approved to accept payment, and this is required. And then after you've done that, then you can go ahead and choose how you want customers to pay you and receive payment. So these are steps you want to follow if you'd want to complete the process of actually selling online. However, because we want to show you how to use the website builder, we're going to go over to the online tab, click on it, and then choose online store. So here you can see this page, and when you scroll down a little bit, you can see start your site. And you can also view pricing. So we're going to go ahead and click on start your site. On this page, it says how customers get their orders. There are shipping options, pickup options, and you have the in-house delivery. If you'd like to have these three options, you can go ahead and choose all of them. But you can see as a default, you have just shipping and pickup. So we're going to leave it as that. However, if you want to have an edge over your competition, you can use in-house delivery, but you have to be aware of the extra costs that will follow this option. Of course, if none of these apply to you, you can choose this. So you're going to go ahead and click on continue. Then you're going to provide more details about your business, such as your phone number, business address, and click on continue. Or if you don't want to put in this information right now, you can go ahead and skip for now. It's going to take you a few moments for your store to be built. So we're going to wait for a few moments. And now we find ourselves here and it says, welcome Carlford. And of course, this is our business name, which we set up earlier. And here you have start selling online. You're 6 steps away from being able to start selling online. So the first thing you'll need to do, of course, is what we're trying to do right here, customize our site. There is a video to follow, but you're watching this already. So let's go ahead and select a theme. Now on this page, you get to choose your theme and start customizing. And it says customizable themes are included in the Plus plan starting at $29 per month. However, here you can see lots of different themes and you can go ahead and select them. Now, when you go to the top, you can see all themes, retail, restaurants, and services. Now, our niche is in the field of services, so we're going to choose that. And then you could decide to have multi-page website or a single booking page. The multiple page website should of course have a booking page, or of course you could choose the single booking page and it's going to look like this. Now we're going to go ahead and click on multi-page websites and see the options we have available. So we have lots of options here, but you want to take note of the upgrade option right here. If you're selecting it, you will need to upgrade to a different plan. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to be choosing the free website option. Click on preview. So here you can see a remix with site styles and you can see what the website looks like right here. We're going to go ahead and choose another option. We're like this, and we're going to say select theme. Of course, if you want to see how it looks like on the mobile version, you can see that it's mobile compatible, looking great. So go ahead and click on select theme. Now, it is important to note that because we're using the free plan, we might not have the option or the luxury of choosing other templates. So for now, we just have the single page website. That's fine because if you're choosing the paid version, you will follow with the steps we've explained in this tutorial. Here you have the header, the main banner, the featured items, location and hours, and as you're scrolling, you can see that on the main side, which is on the right, it's going to be showing you what you're hovering over. So we're just hovering over it, and you can see right here the footer branding. But if we go to the header, it takes us automatically up there, which is a really nice feature. But of course, you need to be careful so you don't just hover over it and it takes you where you don't want to be. But hovering over it takes you right there, so we're fine with it. Click on header. And when you click on the header, you can see other options you're going to make in order to make your header better. So now we're going to take you through a rundown of what you can do with your header. Now, when we scroll down, you can see customize. Right now it's open, and if we close it, you can see everything goes away. So we're going to open it once again, and then you have a layout and color. So here we can change the layout if we want to. This is the first option. We call forward at the left side. And if you click on it, it's going to put call forward at the center. And if we click on this, it takes it once again to the left, and you can see the header is looking bigger. So we're going to leave it as this, or indeed leave it on the first one. And here you have a sticky header. Now, what is a sticky header? A sticky header is a feature where you can have the header of your website remain at the top regardless of how you're scrolling. So right now the sticky header is not selected. Let's scroll down, and now you don't see the header. But if we scroll back up and select sticky header and scroll down, you're going to see book appointment wherever you are. And this is a nice feature. For example, if you have a client or a prospective client scrolling through your website, you want them at some point to book an appointment. So if this is not showing, they'll need to scroll back up to the top in order to click on book appointment. But with this sticky header feature, you can have them book on the appointment by clicking on this button without having to scroll back up to the top. So we're going to leave that. And then you have color style. You have the default, which is looking like this. If we click on this, you can see call forward is having a green header. So this is fine, and we could leave it as that. If you wanted to be having a black background, you could go there, or you want to switch it up. We're going to leave it on green, and here you can see background. This is for the background of your header, and we're fine with what we have here, but if you want to, this is where you can make the changes. Then here, of course, if you have a logo, you can put in your logo, put in the text type, the size, the color, and of course, the link to your homepage. And when you put the link here, once they click on call forward, it's going to take them home. Now we're going to show you another thing other than the header. We're going to click on done, and here we have the main banner. Now the main banner has some other settings, and if you want a slideshow, maybe you're having some pictures or images of your previous work and you want it to be sliding from left to right, up or down, you will need to upgrade in order to use a slideshow banner. For now, we're using the free option, of course, so we're going to change the layout and color. Now you have this, and if we click on this, you can see how it looks like right now. So we can choose the different options we want, but we can choose the one we had before. And then when we scroll down, you can see the alignment. You could take it to the left, to the right, or leave it in the center. And then you could also see the section height in medium, and we can leave it as that. And here you can see the color style. You could change the color style to black. And here you can see the text is currently black. We're going to leave it at the default. And here it says if you want a color background, simply change your background to none. We can click on this. And right here you have image. You can click on the drop down, click on image or video. But this is for the premium plan. So we're going to stick to image and click on add image. So here you can add images by simply dragging and dropping them right here. Or you could go to premium photos, go to Instagram and connect your Instagram to your website in order to have your images there. But in this case, we're going to drag and drop it right here. So now we're going to drag and drop an image right here. Then you can click on this one and click on done. And you can see how it appears at the background. You can describe your image for SEO, which is a good idea. And then at the bottom, you can scroll down to find the content details such as tagline, text, headline, button, and the secondary button too. Now, when you're satisfied with your image, you can go ahead and click on preview to see how it looks like. Now, remember how our website was at the beginning? Well, look at it right now. You can see call forward with a green background at the header with a green text, and at the background, we were able to change the background image to someone looking like he's working, right? So we have the book appointment option here, of course, and you have your location here. If they want to locate you, your location and hours and the working time. You could go ahead and make some more edits to this by clicking on close preview. Go ahead and click on back right here because we're done with the main section. Click on done once again. And here you can see featured items, right? But when you scroll up, you can see featured items once again. And here you could put in more details. For example, we can click on it. And right here, you can decide if you want to have 3 columns or 1 column. So we could change it back to 3. You could also see the column spacing if you want to reduce it. And of course, if you want to change the item images and details about each of them, you can click on this item and it's going to take you to the left side where you can actually choose what you want to change. So you're going to click on the drop down here, custom selection, and then you're going to say most popular. We're going to change it. And here it says, looks like you don't have any items in your store. Create an item to feature prominently on this page. And when you click on create an item, you have the option to change different items on your website and showcase your work. Now, when you go back to the main page for site design, you can see how easily it is for you to click on an aspect of your site and make some edits to it. So when you're done, you could go ahead and click on the publish button right here, and you'll need to set up your domain by connecting a custom domain or using a subdomain here on Square. So if you want to have this, you can click on change and you can see your site has been published to this site. If you click on it, it's going to open your website anew. Looking awesome, right? So you can see what we've been able to do, and we hope you can go ahead and make your own website here on Square. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and thanks for watching.